Hello everyone, welcome back to the Folding Towels podcast with Jackie and David. We've got another fantastic episode for you today.
It's not going to be controversial at all.
This is a really emotive topic that seasoned business owners, they'll just get what they need to do. And if you're new to business or maybe feeling a bit touchy-feely or feeling a bit vulnerable, this one might push a few buttons for you. Trigger alert.
Yeah, we will be talking about how to put your prices up without upsetting your clients. And to be honest, this is a bit of a tricky topic right now because everything is going up.
Yeah.
Things are becoming expensive. I know anyone that you talk to goes, oh my God, like I went to the supermarket and I bought 3 things and it was $100.
Yeah. Yeah. This is true. Very true. Yeah, the last 12 months, let's take a step back. It's the end of the year, and this is the time when a lot of us are probably thinking about doing a price increase because, say, you start the new year with new prices, or maybe you do it in the financial year. Timing is irrelevant. You can put your prices up, change your prices whenever you feel.
Anytime you want.
It just happens that a lot of us will consider it at about this time of the year. Yeah, but it's just that right now, the last 12 months, the cost of living has just skyrocketed. And if you just think about your own living expenses, as Jackie said, go to the supermarket, putting petrol in your car.
Oh my God.
Your household insurances, school fees, sports participation, all those things are going up and up and up. And then they factor into your business and your business insurance has gone up. Have you checked your bill recently? It probably went up a lot. Your materials have gone up. If you hire people, then the cost of employment has gone up. Superannuation has gone up. And so if you're not preparing to put your prices up, you probably should be.
I'm feeling some things right now, David, already. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Whew. That's a lot. That is a lot. Like, that's a lot of things to think about and bills to pay. And crazy.
And it is a scary thing. This time of year, okay, it's Christmas time when we're recording this, and some people spend a bit too much money, and there's other pressures going on. But yeah, with cost of living right now, it is very sensitive, and you might be feeling that if you do put up your prices, that maybe your clients will leave you.
Yeah, this is something that people do talk about in the groups occasionally, and it can be people can have very strong opinions on this. So we are definitely not trying to say that there is a right way or a wrong way to do this. You have to look at this from the perspective of your own business and the services that you offer and the type of clients that you have. So please don't yell at us.
Yeah. Well, I think there is a wrong way of doing it. There's a few wrong ways of doing it.
Tell us how you really feel, David.
Yeah. But the process of putting your price up doesn't have to be as hard as you probably think it is.
Yeah.
So
sure.
There's 2 things which I think will tick your clients off. And the first one is increasing your prices without warning. Now, let's just say you've got a regular person, or maybe you said, I need to see you again in 2 weeks' time. They've come in with an injury. I need to see you again in 2 weeks' time. You do the price increase in between appointments and you don't say anything to them. You can expect them to be a bit surprised when they come in for their next appointment because they have a price expectation in mind.
I can say that if I went to a service or whatever and it was, $100 last week and then it was $120 the next week, I'd be very annoyed.
As would I.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when we're talking about a jump that is more than just a few dollars.
Mm.
And the other thing that will really tick your clients off is if you do a substantial increase without good justification. And it was only just yesterday that I was reading an article about a fish and chip shop in Sydney. And this shop in the last 12 months had increased their price on their family packs and other items by 50% or more. So you go to the fish and chip shop expecting a fish supper, and you get 4 pieces of fish and a serve of chips, and now it's $65. You can eat in a restaurant or a cafe for that. Maybe.
I was just going to say, David, have you eaten takeaway food lately? Have you bought any food or eaten out? Because that sounds quite cheap.
But yeah, 4 pieces of fish and a serve of chips for $65 or more. And with the costs of being in business, with their electricity going up, their rent going up, the cost of stock going up, cost of staff wages going up, they're probably justified in that jump. But when the customer's not expecting it, they will think twice before they make that purchase decision.
Yeah, you and I have talked about this quite a few times before, that massive price increase. And whilst I'm not necessarily against doing a big price increase, I think you have to have, firstly, a really good reason for doing it. It can't just be because, like you have to kind of justify it, because if your clients question it, you can't just go, oh, but that's the way it is, because then they're going to get cranky at you.
Yeah.
But you also have to think about, like I said, you have to think about what kind of clients you have. I think if you're really niched into your business really well and you see a very specific subset of people, like it can be a lot easier to justify having a really high price for your service, and maybe bumping up your price increase, bit more regularly.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I feel that if you are going to do a substantial price increase, and good on you if you are, it's a brave decision. You should be able to charge as much as you can with a clean conscience. Our industry is notoriously underpaid, and a lot of that's our own faults for not paying ourselves enough. So you can charge high prices, and if you can command high prices, good on you. You've made it to where many aspire to be. But you need to communicate this. So particularly if you've got regular people, you need to communicate and communicate it well. I'm not talking about writing a sob story, because I see emails come out, oh, we're really sorry, we need to increase our prices. We haven't had a price increase for 3 years. Oh, tough luck.
Yeah.
You hadn't done a price rise for 3 years. That's on you.
Indeed.
You don't need to make it sound sad. Get a friend to help you to write your communication and make it sound really confident about how exciting things are looking forward. You've done these things, you've got these skills, you're moving into this area, and you've got to pick up skills over here, and I'm putting this into the business and we're growing this. It's a story. So increase your price, and if you're doing that big jump, do it for the right reasons.
I do agree with that, 100%. I kind of look at things from a bit of a different perspective. I don't think I would ever do a really big price increase. I think I wouldn't want to justify it to my clients. I don't think I could. And also, no, it's not necessarily the demographic of people that I see, but I think Adelaide being a bit smaller, it might be a little bit harder. I think in some of the other states, in Sydney, maybe you could have, I don't know if I'm wrong about that or not, but
The cost of living in Adelaide tends to be lower anyway.
Yeah.
Our prices for all sorts of things are different to the eastern states of Australia.
yeah.
It's just different, and we don't like change.
That's true. I'm a little bit of a believer in doing a small regular increase. And I've said to other therapists before, like, even if you're only putting your prices up by, $2 or even $3 or $4, I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but if you're doing that every 6 to 12 months, if you're doing a $2 increase every 12 months, you're still, you might have to adjust this for inflation and whatnot periodically, but at least you're doing a small increase. And so your customer's going to go, oh, yep, she puts her prices up every 12 months. It's expected. They know that it's a regular thing that you do. And then you don't have to justify it. You can every year inflation goes up, or, I don't know, I'm not on top of financial things, but you can actually say this is what happens every Christmas. We're going to increase our prices. And if it's only a few dollars, and admittedly $2 is not a lot,
Yeah.
but if you're consistent with it, you don't have to think so hard about doing a price increase. Whereas if you haven't done one for 3 years, then you have to sit back and go, oh God, like how much should I do? Like, should I make it $8, $10, $20?
There's a lot of finger pointing going on around at the moment. And if you follow anyone on Facebook, and there's been things about rent, and they'll say, oh, look, the landlords were quick to put up the price of rent, but they're not going to bring it down when the mortgage rates come back down. Prices don't come down. They just don't.
Renters do not want to hear that, David.
There have been some big increases out there, and it's taken by surprise.
Please don't put your prices up by $100 an hour. That's too much, probably.
Do you know the easiest way to put your price up?
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Prices go up for all sorts of things all the time, and guess what? Your clients are probably expecting you to have a price increase anyway.
That's very true, because you go to the supermarket, you go to the petrol station, the price is different. You don't even notice. They change the prices of products in the supermarket on a weekly basis, and you don't even notice. One of my jobs that I've had over the years was to actually go on, I worked for Kmart, and I used to go and print out the labels daily, where they'd set the prices. And, you'd have the labels on the edge of the clothing rack or the shoe rack or whatever. And I would go and swap over the labels for all the new prices and the new barcodes and the new everything. And sometimes the prices would be different. Yeah, they don't tell you, they just do it.
Yeah. There is no obligation on you to communicate extensively a price increase. But I do believe in communicating things. And it's just about reduce surprises. And there may be some justification for not telling anyone, particularly if you have a business that has lots of one-off visits. Someone who's never seen you before just doesn't know what your previous price was.
Yeah, absolutely.
But where it becomes more difficult is when you do have a faithful following, and this is where our fear card kicks in of, I don't want to upset people who I've developed.
Well, they still love me.
Yeah, that's right, the fear of rejection.
Yeah.
And this is where, as trying to put your conscience to sleep, is that having a communication strategy is important. And that communication could be as simple as just letting you know that next month my price will increase and it will be this.
Straight and to the point.
So
Easy.
Confidently, don't apologize.
Yeah. And you can stretch that out. You can say, in March or April, you've decided at the 1st of July, new financial year, I'm putting my prices up. You can tell people 3 months in advance. You don't have to only give them a few weeks' notice. Sometimes a longer time is better, because then they're like, oh yeah, okay, new financial year, gotcha.
If you're the type of person who likes PowerPoint presentations, you could have a A4 printout on your counter, and as you tell them face to face, my new price is this, you can point to the sign.
That's actually a really great idea. I do love that. Do up a lovely picture in Canva and print it out and stick it on the door as they leave.
If you want to take that to another level, you could print out a second copy, you could laminate it, and you could put it in your treatment room so that as the person is putting their socks on, they can see that there's going to be a price increase.
It sounds like you've thought about this quite a lot, David.
I've done all the above.
You've done that. Oh my goodness.
And this just comes from my own place of security or insecurity, and that, as we've just said, the supermarket never told me that my yogurt was now going to be $7.50 a tub. The survey never told me that the fuel was going up to $2.20 a litre.
And then back down, and then back up, and then back down again.
Oh my goodness. The cinema never communicated that its prices were going up. But my suppliers did tell me that they were increasing the prices on their items. And when I was renting, my landlord did communicate to me that there would be a rent increase. And my insurer told me that there would be an insurance increase. And I was then able to plan for those expenses. And particularly if you do have clients who are price sensitive, they'll want to be able to plan as well. That might mean that they come to see you less frequently. Maybe instead of choosing an hour and a half appointment with you, they might choose an hour appointment with you. But at least they now have the opportunity, and it's not a surprise.
This is where I think it's really important to kind of know who it is that comes to see you. You don't have to know the ins and outs and their exact income. But if your clients are telling you, oh man, everything is going up, and, some people will be quite upfront and say, oh, we've been struggling. And I've had a few clients over the years say, I really want to come and see you more often, but we're just struggling for money at the moment. And some people will actually say stuff like that to you. So this is where I kind of think it can be very helpful for a lot of people to have fair warning that you are going to have a price increase. And that can either be, like I said, if you decide in March or April that you're going to put your prices up on the 1st of July for the new financial year. Or if you just do that regularly every year, you can just remind your clients, oh, hey, look, new financial year is coming up. Don't forget, there will be a slight price increase. And I think if you're only putting it up by a little bit, and when I say a little bit, that to me is under $10, it can be a bit easier, and it can be a little bit more off the cuff. So long as you give them notice and you have a sign up, and you don't even have to do a post on social media. I don't know. I don't want to do that.
I wouldn't bother.
No.
You could, I guess, you could email if you wanted to or felt it necessary to. I guess if you had a contract doing, say, corporate massage, you'd want to advise whoever was contracting you that the price was going up. But doing a blanket email to people to see you regularly, I think, is a little bit overkill.
It can be, especially if they are coming in quite regularly, whether it's 2, 3 or 4 weeks. If you're seeing all of your clients very regularly, it's not absolutely necessary.
My last price increase, I took my price from $95 to $99 an hour. I've had people look at me with great deals of shame. And I had a client look me fair square in the eye and just called me, "You're a chicken shit, aren't you?" I went, "Oh my God." She said, "You're afraid of cracking in the 100, aren't you?" Like, actually, $99 is $90 plus $9 GST. Do you know what 100 is? It's like $91.81 plus whatever it is in GST.
Oh God, GST. Let's not talk about that, David, today. Jeez.
So I'm coming up to the triple figure price increase for this year, and I admit to feeling a little bit scared about it.
Honestly, once you are at that point, I think it can be overwhelming, especially if you are a solo practitioner and your accountant has not explained it very well to you. I may or may not be speaking from experience. But yeah, adding in GST just takes it to a whole nother level, really. Yeah.
Yeah, GST just sucks. It's about, whilst it is a 10% cost, you don't lose 10%. It's more like 6 to 7, but it's still money that you're paying out to the tax office.
Yeah.
If you weren't used to doing that, it's a surprising amount that adds up really quickly.
My accountant actually said to me this year, I think it was this year, he said, basically with GST, what you do is you add on 10% and you then collect that money at the end of the day or the week or the month, put it in a bank account, and then pay it to the government. You don't even see that money. And that was just like a light bulb moment for me. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yes, you are now registered as a tax collector.
Yes, you're a tax collector for the government.
Yes.
Wow, that sucks. Because before that, I had been like, do I register? Don't I? I was kind of at that threshold. And then I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that. So, yeah, I didn't put my price up like too much because I didn't want to click over the 75,000.
Chicken shit.
Chicken shit, yeah. I'm like, stop that. I don't want to do that. So, yeah, but
I say that in a respectful, loving manner.
It's funny though once you start talking about money, because the whole thing, like being a solo practitioner and you're like, oh my God, you have to pay the government tax, woo! And then you're like, oh shit, it's like $2,000. What? Hang on a minute. But yeah, it's a complicated issue, isn't it?
All right, we're going to wrap this up short and sweet because otherwise we're going to make it too complex.
Yeah.
This doesn't need to be hard. If you're going to put your price up, just get on and do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stop overthinking it.
Yes. Thank you for the reminder. Calm down, brains.
Yeah.
Yeah, just do it. Just
And
do it.
if you're worried about clients getting upset with you, there will be some. It'll be like 2 or 3, and they're just going to get upset with you anyway. This is just a new reason.
There's not anything you can do about how other people react to your behavior, so long as you're respectful and polite. It is what it is.
And the first time you point to that sign, if you've chosen to print one out with the PowerPoints and handouts, and you say, my price is going up, expect clients to tell you it's about bloody time.
Yeah. Yeah. That has happened a few times. I've heard so many stories about that, and it's wonderful to hear. I've said that to a few therapists as well. I've gone for treatments and they're only charging about $80. And I'm like, wow, you are undercharging massively. You're really good. Like, that was amazing. And like, you should be charging 100 or 120. Like, don't put your price up yet, but
Yeah. So we'll wrap this one up. It's Christmas time. Merry Christmas. Put your price up for January. If you don't do it for January, do it for March.
Now is always the best time to increase your prices. Now.
Rip the Band-Aid off and just get on and do it.
Thank you so much, everybody, for listening. And we hope that this was helpful and that you love being here and listening to us as much as we love being here and talking to you.
It's been a good one, Jackie. See you in the next one.
Thanks, David. Bye.
Bye.